I'm John Bachman, saying they are deeply concerned about the hacking of Sony Pictures. The FBI is now confirming that North Korea is in fact responsible for this cyber attack. They say evidence, including lines of code and malware, are consistent with other attacks that have been tied to North Koreans in the past. Authorities say there's also a link to China, but investigators are trying to determine whether Beijing was actually directly involved or if Pyongyang simply used Chinese servers to hide the source of the attack. The Obama administration says members of the national security team are considering a range of options in response. And now, also new this hour, a bigger fence at the White House is just one of the changes you could see after a series of embarrassing security breaches at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The bigger fence also one of the recommendations of a new report out today about the Secret Service. That review says the Secret Service needs more agents, more training, and a new leader, preferably someone from what they call the outside. Secretary of Homeland Security Jay Johnson ordered the evaluation after a man jumped over the White House fence and made it all the way inside the presidential mansion back in October. The latest report says that the problem could have been prevented by raising the White House fence an extra 4 or 5 feet. And now that Cuba and the U.S. are normalizing relations, we could we see, I should say, form of a question, a state visit from President Raul Castro.
The president has had the leaders of both Burma and China to the United States, and for that reason I wouldn't rule out a visit from President Castro.
Well, more questions about Cuba to come here in a little bit. A quick programming note for you. We are planning on bringing you the last presidential news conference of the year coming up at 1:30 this afternoon. The Sony hack, also, as we mentioned, the monumental shift in strategy with Cuba, all topics we hope to learn more about. The president, again, delivering his end-of-year news conference expected today at 1:30. Stay with Newsmax TV for that. Another brutal attack in Australia on the heels of this week's cafe siege. In downtown Sydney, police found 8 children dead inside a home last night. A 34-year-old woman believed to be the mother of the victims was also found with stab wounds to the chest as well. Officials say they are talking to that woman about this mass stabbing incident. They say there are no suspects at this time. And in the United States, a new legal challenge now from lawmakers in Nebraska and Oklahoma, taking aim at the legality of pot in Colorado. Attorneys general for the two states, which share borders with Colorado, are asking the Supreme Court to strike down recent law which allows recreational use of marijuana. They say pot is flowing out of Colorado, making its way and causing problems into Nebraska and Oklahoma. The lawsuit claims Colorado is violating the Constitution because the state's laws are trumping a federal ban on pot. And now Amazon is trying to satisfy your need for instant gratification, well, almost instant gratification. The online retail giant is now launching a 1-hour delivery service in New York City. Place your order this hour. You could have that Amazon box in your hands the next hour. The company says Prime Now is available already to customers who have enrolled in Amazon Prime in New York City. Merry Christmas and good luck with your Christmas shopping. Another update for you in 30 minutes.